Lesson number 10, two-part shell voicings. You can go to the link in the description below to download a free PDF copy of this lesson so you can follow along. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the most basic of voicings, the two-part shell voicing. These voicings are also often called Bud Powell voicings. All we have to do to play them is simply start on the root and seventh of the 2 chord in whatever key we're playing in. So for example, in the key of C major, our 2-5-1 progression is D minor, G7, C major. So on the 2 chord, we're going to play the root and 7th of D minor, which are D and C. And then we're going to alternate root 7th, root 3rd, root 7th for the rest of the pattern. So on the G7, we're going to play root 3rd. On the C major 7, we're going to play root 7th. So we go root 7th, root 3rd, root 7th. Now here I like to add a little resolution to the 6th chord, playing C, A. Just gives the exercise a little more forward motion because otherwise we would be sitting on the C major 7 for 4 beats instead of 2 beats. So the entire exercise sounds like this in one key. Now we obviously want to transpose this into all 12 keys, and there's a couple really good methods for doing this. One of my favorites and one of the easiest ones that I use first for my students is transposing the exercise in descending whole steps. So our first key center being C major, we then go to B flat, A flat, G flat, E, D, and C. And then we would be back where we started. And then all we would have to do to go to the other 6 key centers is start 1 half step above where we started before. So instead of starting in the key of C, we start in the key of D flat, B, A, G, F, E flat, D flat. And then we'd hit all 12 key centers. So let me demonstrate the exercise one time through slowly so you get an idea of how we're transposing it. So starting in the key of C, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, C6. Now this major chord, we're going to simply turn it into a minor chord, C minor 7. Now we're in the key a whole step below the key where we started. F7, B flat major, B flat 6, turn this into a minor chord. Turn the A flat major 6 into A flat minor 7. Now here the voicing's getting a little muddy on my piano, so I'm going to transpose it up an octave. So you can transpose up an octave whenever you feel like it. It'll really be up to you depending on what type of piano you're playing. You know, on the grand piano, I feel like you can go a little lower without it sounding too muddy. Uprights are a different story, and electric pianos can all be very different. So you'll just have to use your ear as your judge. Okay, so we only hit 6 key centers there, so what we're going to do is take our first voicing over the D minor 7, and we're going to move it up a half step to E flat minor 7. And then we can play the same exercise, the same pattern, and we'll hit all the other 6 keys. So E flat minor 7, A flat 7, B flat major, D flat 6, and so on. So let's play this exercise at about 80 beats per minute, and I'll take you through all 12 keys. 1, 2, ready, go. that's all 12 keys. This is a really great exercise for a beginning jazz pianist. Play these simple voicings with the melody in your right hand and you can actually create some really great solo arrangements. It's also good for instrumentalists who don't have a lot of jazz piano technique so that they can play through songs they're working on and they can hear the resolutions within the chords. And it's simply a great exercise for advanced pianists who want to go back and review some very basic voicings. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. I do upload new videos every week. Feel free to leave a comment or send me a message with suggestions for videos that you'd like to see in the future.